Guys, it's Haley. Welcome back to my channel, and today I am super excited to be sharing with you my first ever book haul on this channel. It was actually my birthday on June 13th, so because of that I got a lot of really great books that I'm super excited to read, super excited to share with you, just super excited about in general. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first couple of books here are actually part of a series that I have the first book to but have not read yet, and that is the Stalking Jack the Ripper series by Kerri Maniscalco. So I have the first book, but I don't have it with me. I believe I left it in my car. But I bought the second book, Hunting Prince Dracula, the third book, Escaping from Houdini, and the fourth and final book, I believe there's only 4 books, correct me if I'm wrong on that, Capturing the Devil. I'm super excited to read these. They're set, if you didn't know, in Victorian London, and around the time of the Jack the Ripper murders, and there's sort of a murder mystery about this girl who becomes sort of on the trail of Jack the Ripper. And if you didn't know, The Infernal Devices is my favorite series of all time, so anything set in Victorian London is like right up my alley, and I'm super excited to read these. I also love a good murder mystery, and I have quite a few murder mysteries in the pile of books that I bought, so very, very excited about that series. Let me know if you read it and what you thought of it. Next up, I have Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. I don't know much about this one other than that it's a mystery and it's set in a private school, sort of an elite private school, and it's like there's an old mystery that comes back into the present day, and it's a series. I believe there's 4 books in this series as well. I only have the first one, but I'm super excited to read this. I love Maureen Johnson. I love her Twitter. She's one of my favorite, and John Green wrote the blurb on the top of the book, and I trust John Green's judgment in everything. So I'm super excited to read this one. I can't wait for this one. I think I'm really going to enjoy it. Next up, I have another murder mystery. I'm really hitting it with these murder mysteries here, but this one is called A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. This one is, I believe, about a murder in a small town, and everyone believes that the boyfriend did it and then killed himself, basically, and then this other girl doesn't quite believe that that's what happened, and she starts to investigate, and she starts to uncover some dangerous things around her town and about the murder, and I'm really excited for this one. It had really good reviews on Goodreads, so I'm really excited to see what this one is about. Can't wait for that one. Next up, I have another mystery. One of Us is Lying by Erin and McManus. I'm like the last person on the planet to read this one, I know. But this one is about 5 kids who go into detention, and only 4 of them come out alive. And the one boy who dies was about to post something scandalous about all 4 of his classmates on his gossip app the next day. So they all have motive, and it's about sort of his death and who was responsible, and yeah, that's about all I know about it. I'm super excited to read it. I've heard mixed reviews, but I think I'll like it because it's described as sort of The Breakfast Club meets Pretty Little Liars, and I love both of those, so I think that it's going to be an enjoyable read for me. Next up, I have a book I've already started, and that is a book I didn't know anything about, but I just sort of picked up just because the cover interested me and then the description interested me, and that is Clickbait by Valett. It is about a girl whose best friend was humiliated by sort of the popular crowd, and she sort of infiltrates them to get revenge and take them all down one by one, and it is pretty good. I'm enjoying it so far. It's just a fun read. It sort of reminds me of Revenge, the TV show, but with lower stakes because it's set in high school. But I'm really enjoying it. It's got 2 of my favorite tropes, which are the enemies to lovers trope and the fake dating trope, and I'm really enjoying the dynamics so far in it. So yeah, definitely enjoying this one. The next book I have here is one I'm super excited about because I've heard such great things. This one is called Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi. This is a high fantasy series based on African mythology, I believe, and it is supposed to be super good. I've heard such great things about it. I believe it is set in a world where magic used to be prevalent in like the kingdom, and then there was like a king who banned it and started persecuting all the magic users, and so it's sort of a revenge tale, I believe, in that sense, or a take down the oppressive regime, which again, if you saw my last video, you know is one of my favorite tropes ever. So I'm really excited, and I believe this might have enemies to lovers in it too. So if it does have that, I'm really excited for that. I also have the sequel, Children of Virtue and Vengeance. It also has a sticker on it, which is annoying because I hate it when people put stickers on my books, but whatever. It's actually significantly smaller than the first book, but I believe this is going to be a trilogy, so if not, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm really excited about that series. I'm always looking for a good high fantasy series, and there are so many good ones in YA. The next one I have I'm super excited about is called Enchantée by Gita Trelease. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I took French in high school, but my pronunciation was probably really bad, so I apologize in advance for that. All I really know about this one is that it's set during the time of Marie Antoinette and Louis XVI and the Revolution, and I'm super excited about that because I'm a huge Francophile and I'm obsessed with everything France, and the French Revolution is one of my favorite periods to study in history, so I'm super excited to read this one. I can't wait, and the cover is just gorgeous. It's bright and blue, like the colors of the French flag, and it's just absolutely gorgeous, and I can't wait to read this one. Next up, I have The House of Salt and Sorrows by Erin A. Craig. This one is actually, I believe, a retelling of the 12 Dancing Princesses, but like a darker version. So I'm really excited to read this one. I watched the Barbie 12 Dancing Princesses as a kid and absolutely loved it. So I'm interested to see what this take on it is. I believe it's, again, much darker, much more like the original fairy tale than obviously the watered down Barbie version was. But I love retellings, especially when they have a good twist to them. So I'm super excited about this one. Seems like it's going to be really, really interesting. I'm excited. Next up, I have The Queen's Assassin by Melissa de la Cruz. All I know about this one is that it's a fantasy and that there's assassins in it, obviously, and that there's some sort of like apprenticeship assassin, I think. That's all I really know about it, but the premise intrigued me, and I just picked it up just because I thought, why not? So I'm super excited to read this one too. And last but not least, again, I'm probably the last person on the planet to be reading this book, but I'm super excited about it, and that is Chain of Gold by Cassandra Clare. Like I mentioned before, The Infernal Devices is my favorite series of all time, while Herondale is my favorite character of all time in anything, period. So this is sort of set in the second generation after The Infernal Devices, about all their children, and it's what sort of about the new threat that comes to the Shadowhunter world and how they deal with that. It's also supposed to be a retelling of Great Expectations, which I love, because the first one was a retelling loosely of A Tale of Two Cities, which I also love. So I'm really excited to read this. I cannot wait. I'm actually still reading Queen of Air and Darkness right now, because I know I'm super late to the boat on that one, but I'm really excited to read both of them. I cannot wait to start Chain of Gold. I've heard just nothing but gushing about this book on Goodreads, on BookTube, so I cannot wait to read it. Oh, I'm so excited. Really quick, I just wanted to give a huge thank you to Uptown Oracle for letting me know about Lightworks, which is the editing software I'm using now. It doesn't leave a watermark, so I'm super grateful for that. Thank you so much. It was really bothering me having that watermark in there, so I'm so grateful for you for letting me know that. Thank you so much. That's it. I'm going to do the BookTube thing where I try to hold up all my books, and let's see if it works. The first attempt was a disaster, so we're going to try again. There we go. I did it. There they all are. Okay. Alright, we're done with that. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Probably going to be a Queen of Air and Darkness book talk, or maybe it'll be something else more fun while I finish that one. But I'm super excited to see you guys. I'm so excited to talk to you guys. Please leave your comments down below. It really means a lot to me. It was so good to talk to you. Bye, guys.